Hello, welcome to another short video on the restoration of my 74E. As you can see, I've got the engine in now. I put the engine in yesterday. Went in very well actually. It's a tight fit, I must say. I was quite surprised, but I'm lucky enough to have a tractor with a big four-end loader on, so the weight of the engine and gearbox wasn't really a problem. But I'll show you how tight a fit it is. I don't know if you can zoom in on this, but I put a leather glove here just to protect the A-frame as the engine went in. Oh, and it's stuck there in between the exhaust. So what I'll have to do is just move it over slightly and pull it out. I haven't fitted the engine on the engine mountings yet because I've got two jobs to do. I have bench tested it now for about an hour and a half. No oil leaks, everything was dry. But I am going to replace the front crankshaft seal as recommended. And what I've also got to do, because it's not arrived yet, is to replace the rear gearbox seal on the back of the gearbox. Now the manual says that to replace the rear gearbox seal, you've got to take the engine and box out. I've had a look, and I got a feeling that I could just move the engine forward about 1.5 inches, drop the back down a little bit, and fit the new seal, and then put the flange back on. Time will tell. If it won't work, then the engine will have to come out again, but I'm pretty confident that I can get it done. And once that's done, I shall then put all the new mountings and gearbox mountings and engine mountings back on. The job I'm doing now, while I'm waiting for the seals to arrive, is just tidying up the electrics, putting all new looms, putting the looms back on, checking the wires, splitting them, replacing any wires that are iffy. One little thing I'd like to comment on your throttle linkages here. When you reassemble, just make sure that you have a little bit of free play on the rods. Don't tighten them right up, because when the engine gets hot, because the rods are quite long, I mean that's over 1 foot long and there's 2 of those, you're going to get a little bit of metal expansion, and if they're tight, the car won't shut back and tick over. So that's one little tip for you. Also, what I'm doing, I'm sure of that, yeah, I'm replacing all the non-tensile nuts and bolts with stainless. I think they look a bit better and shouldn't be a corrosion problem. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. It's looking better now with the engine in. The car's sitting better on the front suspension. Once I've got the new wheels and tyres on, then I shall move it forward and get the weights correct, and then check all the hydraulics. The only job that I won't be able to do on the car is to check the camber and caster action on the front suspension, because all that's been replaced and new shims and everything put in. I shall have to take that to a specialist and get it all measured up. Apart from that, I'll hopefully get everything done. Getting all the brakes back in now. All the pipes are all in and connected. All the vacuum pipes are on. I've got a new clutch master cylinder, new clutch slave cylinder, new clutch fitted in obviously, forks, release bearings, everything that's difficult to access I've replaced because I don't want any problems with it. So the next phase then is to get all the engine mountings on once the back seal's in, radiators, and then I can hopefully start the engine off the key, and then I can really give it a good long run and make sure everything's okay before we carry on. Right, that's it for now. As usual, thanks for watching. You take care. I'll catch you again. Bye bye.